Okay, you two, welcome back to Europa Universalis IV and the Luck of the Irish achievement. We are ready to start colonizing. We're going to go straight for Manhattan. Get the Huston Estuary. Oops, we've been a little bit too close there. That was a little disturbing. I already raised my army maintenance. And I'm going to send my colonists. It's going to take them a while, so I'm going to wait and let my morale tick up one, even though I know we'll cover a little bit on the boat as well. I'll get that one tick. I will now attach the transports, and we're going to get moving. We're going to head out. Oop. And just in time for pirates to possibly appear. Well, I'm going to hope they don't, because my patrol ship can't catch them. Patrol ships won't be able to catch my transports. If pirates appear, this will be less than ideal. If I lose half of my military in my entire transport fleet, that'll definitely set back my colonization attempts. Set up our colony, excellent. Transports, you might as well go right in the port now. Okay. And I'm going to wait until I'm docked before I accept this. Okay, good. Oh, no, we're not docked yet. There we go, now we are. Okay, now I mentioned this in the last episode. I want to grow as quickly as possible. If I was going to kind of optimize this, I'd probably pick allow them to live in peace. That's probably what I do in real life, too. Live and let live, right? You'd have a higher chance of assimilating, you get more tax, more manpower, all that type of stuff. I could lose money right now, but in the long run, I'll gain a base tax. Or I could repel them. The reason I like this one is, if you look, it says, we'll treat the natives ruthlessly from now on. It'll increase the frequency of their raids, but also allow our colony to grow faster. I mentioned I want to just grow as quickly as possible. I'm going to repel the savages. They are down to 2,200. I obviously can't fight them with 3,000. Well, I probably could, honestly. Their natives are pretty behind in tech, but I need to get these troops over there anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. And in addition to that, actually, I'm going to take one ship out of my fleet here. And I'm going to protect trade in Chesapeake Bay. Simply because that will prevent pirates from appearing. That one ship patrolling should be good enough to prevent pirates from appearing. It will keep the coastline patrolled, basically. And that's what will determine whether or not those pesky pirates show up. Okay, so there it is. It's arrived in the region. And what's odd is there's only one province like this. I've seen it. It looks like it's just going to sit there, but I've seen it kind of dock and leave, and dock and leave, and dock, and it kind of bounce back and forth like that. So I'm quite happy to see that it doesn't seem to be doing that. It looks like it's just going to sit there. Much better than the distracting bouncing back and forth. Move the rest of our troops. Basically abandoning Ireland. It's still there because it's generating income for me, but I'm basically leaving, right? I'm moving all of my stuff away. And if Ireland were to be taken over tomorrow, oh well, I wouldn't lose too much sleep over it. Okay, still going. I've achieved that tech, which means I'm going to fire this guy. Don't need it anymore. Relations over time, who cares? My army maintenance is pushing me over my income level. That's fine. Not going to worry about that right now either. Excuse me. There we go. Full military size is here. I'm going to attack the natives. I'm going to wait for my army to reinforce. There we go. It's reinforced. And now I'm going to set my army maintenance to 0. We're still losing a little bit of money, but I mean, we have enough in the bank that we're going to be able to support this colony through to completion. Denmark as well, that's fine. Now the addition of federations to the game has made the new world a lot trickier now. You've got to pay very close attention to who is allied with who, and what kind of federations they're in. You can very easily be overwhelmed in the new world. I mean, yeah, you know, a stack of 7,000 people like I have right now. sure, they could easily take on probably these 13. Or 13, what was I talking about? These 16. In fact, with 7, you could probably take on, I mean, 5 can probably take on 20, right? So 7, I could probably take on 25. Definitely I'm going to take the prestige, I think. Yeah. So I could probably take on 25,000 troops with my 7. The problem is, you find yourself in a war with, UNAMI was a perfect example. They're part of 3 federations. So their allies come in, their federations come in, their allies' federations come in, and next thing you know, you're fighting a stack of 20,000, which you can beat, but right behind them is another stack of 20,000, and after them is a stack of 15,000, and your one stack never gets a chance to recover morale, and it just gets beaten into the ground. So the new world is a lot harder than it used to be, which in some ways is good. It used to be really easy to colonize the new world, and then you were just this massive country. Now with colonial nations and changes they've made to how the natives work and whatnot, it's a lot more difficult. I remember when I first started playing, I played, I think Portugal was my first game where I really tried colonizing, and I went down here to Mali, and I just would take one province from them and like 3,000 ducats. And then when the truce expired, I'd go to war, I'd take one province from them and another 1,800 ducats. Like they had nothing to spend their money on, and they made so much of it that it was ridiculous how much money they just had sitting in a bank waiting for someone to go to war with them. You can see how quickly we're growing. We're already up to 611 colonists. That's great. I didn't realize France was at war. With Nevers. Nevers have any decent allies? No. That was it. Nevers and Liege. Easy battle for France to get a couple of extra territories. Okay, 639. Colony is growing very nicely. Excellent. Making 0.42. And the interesting thing is I'm actually going to be making... Oh, these are closed again, of course. And my diplomats right now are doing nothing. Should get them doing something. I had improved relations with Castile, correct? I did. Portugal? Let's do Portugal. Denmark, I had done it, if I'm not mistaken. I'll do Aragon. Yeah, so once that grows, I'll definitely be making more than the 0.1 tax. Okay, I'll be probably making more than 0.28 tax out of it as well. So that should be making me a lot of money. That's excellent. I still had my 2-maneuver leader, 2-maneuver explorer on this fleet. I'd probably not be losing money right now either. 2-maneuver does wonders to increase your trade. You want this, that's a global settler increase plus 20. So I'll go even quicker now. Yeah. The next one I'm interested in is the free colonists. That can be timed with us having an income to support 2 colonies. That would be great. Gain the mercantilism. Costs us a little bit of money up front, but the gain of mercantilism will be worth it. Is anyone else colonizing right now? Yes, looks like Portugal is colonizing. Is it a colony or is it a full-out province? It's a colony. Alright. If we found ourselves in war with Portugal right now, that would be great. Take that over. They allied with Aragon and Castile. France, you hate Castile, right? Go to war with them. Go to war with Aragon. That'd be perfect. Are you at war with Aragon? Or is Aragon at war with somebody else? They're at war with somebody else. Okay, and there we go. Colony complete. Excellent. Excellent. And now I mentioned we'd probably be making money, and there we are, 1.36. Ready for our next colony? We'll raise and look at that, we have enough money. We're in the positive, even with our army maintenance maxed. Which one here is going to give us the best tax income? They're both kind of both the same. I'm going to go for Unami. Send. And now how much money is in this trade node? Because we have the bulk of the trade power, so if we were to move and start collecting trade, the Gulf of St. Lawrence has kind of all the money. I don't think I can collect trade there. I think if I sent my merchant there, he'd immediately turn around and come home. But as soon as the Cheyenne immigrate away from Stadacona, which I hope they do, I will be moving in there. Federation's Cree, allied with Cree and the Micmac. The Micmac are in federation with the Susquehannock. Yeah. If they don't leave, that's fine. If they want to stay there, we will just kind of go around them. Micmac, Kesbeck, Atacamic, and whatever that one is again, I can't remember. And then when the time is right, eventually take Stadacona from them. That would be fine. We'll work with that. Micmac's a functioning state, good for them. Colonies arrived. And I know I can actually kill the natives before, but I'm always paranoid they'll come back. I've never seen them come back, but I'm always paranoid they will, so I just wait. I had the money, I wasn't losing money anyway, as you saw. So I will just wait till I'm at all my manpower is recovered. I have reinforced, which I have. Now I will set my army maintenance back down to 0 and go back to losing just a little bit of money. Okay, great. Excellent. 1.9, eh? I could risk it and move my trader over just to see if it makes any difference. I do have 31% of the trade power there. To figure I collect a third of it. There's 2 there now, right? Whereas here, there's a lot of money here, but I have basically no trade power, and I'm collecting 0.14. I think I can do better over there, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to move my merchant away from Antwerp and start collecting in Chesapeake Bay. Let's just see, though. I was making like a 1.5 roughly, let's say. Making 1.5 ducats of trade as it sits right now. If I move to Antwerp, of course, it's taking forever to get there. I lost out on trade that month. I didn't collect from anywhere. And I don't think he arrived in time for this month. So I'll wait till the next month. And now the question is, did I make more? I did. Look at that. Good move. I'm now making money while running a colony. Which means as soon as I get my second colonist, I'm going to start colonizing right away. Yeah, I'll lose money, but I do it right now, but I'd lose like 4 ducats a turn. Once I'm making positive, if I were making 1 ducat, you know, 1 whole ducat profit a month, I'd do that. I'd start a second colony right now. It's kind of my rule. As soon as I'm making a ducat, start colonizing another colony. But until that point, I just kind of move Royal Marriage to France. Ooh, I will take the stability, but I'm going to get a cheaper one first. And the reason I did that, I said that neutral stability was fine. I'm going to get a free one. I'm going to try and max it. Ooh, my heir's going to die. I always like these because you get a chance to kind of 2-2-2. I am going to... Oh, this is the one where I have a chance to save them. I'm going to get the free temple, especially because it's in Manhattan. And what did we get? A 3-3-2. Look at that. We did manage to get better. Excellent. Okay. Colonization. I like this part of the game for whatever reason. I don't quite know why, but I enjoy kind of the. It's like I feel like it's a rush. You know, there's pressure, and there's so much potential to make so much more money doing this. Okay. I'll do Connecticut, and then I'll start moving for Canada, give the Powhatan a chance to maybe leave, or perhaps the, is this the Micmac? Who is this that's down here? Lenape. Give Lenape a chance to leave. Lenape. 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 I don't know how that's pronounced. Oh, who next, Brittany? France. Look at that. France is blobbing nicely. Quite happy they're my ally. I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time, though. If I do start whittling down England with France's help, I'm going to start whittling down Scotland fairly quickly as well. I'm not going to make that mistake of finding myself stuck where I can't really beat anybody because everyone's just allied with France. Colonize Connecticut. I said I wanted to do that. I'm going to pick it. Colonize Connecticut, absolutely. And because that's going to actually give me a huge boost, I might just do it now. I've got the money. I'm going to be losing probably 4 ducats a month. The global settler increase might be worth it. I'm going for it. Go to Connecticut, send. Actually, maybe don't go all the way to Connecticut. Maybe stop in Manhattan. Let your morale come up. Okay, 1 more month. The colony still hasn't been started yet. Don't have to worry about the natives coming. There we go. Move in. I will attack the natives. Let my forces recover. 1 more month. There are still 0 natives there, which is excellent. From the papal controller, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Here, start work on that one. Save the attribute of Meath, that'll happen eventually. Fortify Manhattan. I don't want to spend my money right now, so I'm going to say no. Let me just make sure this has 0 natives. It does. Maintenance to 0, and like I said, losing 4 ducats a month. Which is a fair bit, but we'll see. See how long we can hold out. We should be able to finish at least one of these colonies. I would move my colonists back to Unami since it's the furthest one along. If it wasn't for the fact that it's going to take like 100 days for colonists to get there. It's 100 days of not having a population increase. So I'm going to stick with Connecticut. Connecticut will probably eventually outstrip Unami and finish before it. Well, that's fine. I can live with that. Next, I will go for... If Delaware is still there, I might skip Delaware and go for Chesapeake, just because it's high tax. I could do Narragansett. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I could do that to keep things contiguous, and I may... Oh, shit. Clicked by accident. Darn it. Well, I guess we took a stability hit there. Maybe that would have been the right choice anyway. We can always say. Now, come on, Delaware, you want to immigrate. Go somewhere else. Get out of here. Go to, well, you should go to Chesapeake there, Delaware. Look, it's worth more. It's a 6 base tax. It'd be great for you. Got a cardinal. Geez, look at that, we might get from the papal controller. Okay, actually I'm going to end it there. This video ran a little bit long, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we will continue our colonization. Probably finish off our attempts to colonize North America. We'll start in Canada. And then we'll be in pretty good shape. We'll move another merchant over. Everything's coming along nicely. We still have our allegiance with France, so we're still in good shape over there. We don't have to worry about England taking us out. So, again, maybe not very lucky, but we're not necessarily unlucky either. So things are working out. We'll see how they keep going in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.